You know that's where I go all the time, right? You can see our lovely paintings back there that my son hath done. And I did some too because painting is relaxing. But that's not why I'm coming on here today. Listen, I know I'm not alone in this. I know I ain't alone. Have you ever had weeks where you were like really fighting depression? Or is it just me? I mean, it could be just me. You know why I know it ain't? I know it ain't just me. No, I know it ain't me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to get cereal today. I'm going to the Word of God today. Yes, I am. I'm going to the Word of God. But I'm still Sister Joy. Listen, the only reason I got joy sauce is because of this word right here. Oh, yeah. So listen, this is how I know that if you are facing depression, confusion sauce, disillusionment, whatever else may be floating the enemy's boat these days, let me tell you why I know I ain't alone. You just turn right now to 1 Peter 5. We're going to look at 8 and verse 9. Be alert and sober mind. Sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. He want to eat you for lunch, honey. He want to eat you for lunch. Resist him standing firm in the faith because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of suffering. Look at that. Right there in the Word of God, it tells me I ain't alone in this. This is one thing the enemy tries to do. He tries to separate. I mean, let's think about this. You got lions. You got little zebras out there in the little zebra world. Like, they could all gather around and they can protect themselves, but you get that sucker alone, it going down. It going down. Don't let him do that with you. I'm just here to tell you. You go ahead and you tell people, my mind is under assault right now. It's assault saucing right now. You just tell people, listen, we get to praying and interceding on your behalf. And let me tell you, God is your defender. Okay, it's just something. Do not leave the church and go other places because you just are like, I can't take this anymore. I just can't do it. Listen, you need the body of believers. Right there, it says right there, we ain't alone and we resist. Okay, but I ain't done with this. I'm turning to another page because I was like, I ain't giving up. I'm going to fight my way through this in the car. I'm like yelling and saying, it's going to be amazing when we get through this. Because the last week, yes, it has been an onslaught in my mind. And I'm like, what is going on? What lie did I believe? And I couldn't even, it was like a deer. This is what happens though, friends. It's more like a deer caught in the headlights. It's not like you can remember what lie you have believed it. Because I'm telling you, if you facing depression, so a lot of times, friends, I'm not talking about, imbalances, even though I do believe that's from the pit of hell too, because he just wants to keep you sick and everything. And listen, I ain't opposed to medicine sauce. I don't want anybody coming on here thinking I was, because I ain't. Listen, whatever's going to help you get better, you do it. You just be like, forget you, devil. I'm going to do what I got to do, because I'm going to be healthy this side of heaven. Because listen, we have to make his name known. And if we are trapped in a trap sauce and we just sit there, you know what's going to happen? Because you're only going to be able to reach the ones that you're supposed to reach. I can't reach them. You got to do it. So here's the other thing. When things are going on, listen, we've had stuff happen. Hello. I mean, my husband had a stroke. 2nd year of marriage. I mean, you just, okay? But God has been good in all of this. So this isn't me having a complaint fest here. This is me trying to encourage you, my brothers and sisters, that we fighting together. We fighting together, okay? You ain't alone. No, you ain't. So here's the next part. So we're going to consider it joy. And that's why I was in the car going, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be so good. I won't even know what to do with myself. Listen, I can't be the only person who talks to herself. And if I am, well, then that's fine. At least it helps me get out of my funks, okay? Because I get into those places where I'm just like a deer caught in the headlights, and the enemy's just like, beer, 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 and I forget to put up the shield of faith, okay? Okay? I know I ain't alone in this, okay? I know I ain't. So listen to James 1 and verse 2. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever we face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature, complete, and not lacking anything. Listen, he just don't want you to lack nothing. He don't want you to lack nothing. We're supposed to be we are going through a process here and a journey to become more like Christ. Okay? Okay? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Listen, trials are going to come. And this is the way I look at it. Pain and suffering's coming. I might as well do it with Jesus. Okay? Because you can do it without him if you choose. But no thank you very much, ma'am. No thank you. I had done that. I done that, and I don't want none of that stupidness. Oh, no. I don't want that no more. See, I told you this was going to be more serial. This is going to be a serial conversation with you. It's going to be serial. I'm trying to be a tiny bit funny, but I know it's serious, and I know we face hardship, and I know we go through stuff. Listen, I have gone through some stuff, okay? I don't know how many of you can say, I walked around the mental ward. It was awesome. Okay? I did walk around the mental ward. And at that moment, it wasn't awesome. But let me tell you something. You want to know what's awesome? Is that he is the God of all hope, and he did not give up on me as I walked those floors. No, he did not. And he knew today I would be sitting here saying, listen to the word of God, people. Listen to what he has to say. Because even after coming out of all that, the enemy knows your weak spots. Yes, he does. And he doesn't want you to be victorious. But guess what? You're already victorious. In him we live and move and have our being. And in Romans, it says that he works all things for the good. All things for the good. So even if you're having a week and you're just like, I don't know, the problems I see, nobody knows but Jesus. Well, that's all right, because he's perfecting your faith. So you can be like, yes, we are going on to maturity. Because that's all our prayers. Jesus, we want to be like you. So he's like, all right, I'll help you get like me. And then trials come. We didn't mean it like that. No. Come on, you know you talk like that. You know you do. You can't tell me you don't. So hold on. So I'm going to take you to another place, because sometimes we let our feelings and our emotions, and then we get away from the word of God, and we forget what it says. Okay? So I'm just here to remind you, and maybe I'm the only one that needs reminding, and that's totally fine. I will sit here as Sister Joy and remindeth myself, okay? I need reminders. But I want you to know that we're in union with Jesus. Like, you can't get any closer than being inside somebody. I had this image in prayer the other day. It was like a kangaroo with her baby Joey, and the baby Joey's face was just like this outside the mama. And I'm like, that's like Jesus in me, okay? Because he's way bigger than me, but he's in me. We're together. We're way together. And it really is like that. I'm like a baby Joey inside his pouch. And I'm like, oh, and there's times he wants me to pop my head out and say something. And I'm like, no, just leave me inside. I just want to hide myself. Well, sometimes we have to pop our heads out, but he's going to whisper in our ears, and he's the one taking us. If we follow his leading, he's going to lead us to places that we need to be. And you know what? Even though through pain and suffering or whatever, there are some things that have happened in my life that would not have happened had I not gone through some stuff. And I've been through some stuff this past year. I was like, oh, I ain't going to make it. You know, you think like that sometimes. And then you're surprised when you're like, I just made it. You know why you made it? Because he's the one carrying you like the kangaroo carrying a baby Joey. I'm telling you what, that's the truth. That's God's truth. So I'm going to read to you Galatians 2:20. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not set aside the grace of God, for if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. That's out of the Bible. That's the Bible right there. Listen, he died for me. He has covered me. His blood covers me head to toe. I am literally the baby Joey. And when he takes me someplace and he wants me to pop my head out and say something, then I'm going to say something. But I'm going to remind you, friends, of some other stuff, okay? You know you've seen those cartoons, like little good guy, little bad guy. It ain't like that. It is literally like this. You will hear your own voice speak something, and you'll think that it is you. Can I just tell you, if it isn't edifying, if it is putting down, if it is anything that is of the negative connotation, I mean, sure, technically, I guess if it could be you, but it really isn't. I'm telling you, it's the enemy whispering in your ear. And when I say that, he'll get you to agree, and he wants your agreement. That's the whole point of the thing. He wants you to agree with him about how he sees you. That's what he wants. He wants the kids of today's society to agree with his image of what he wants them to be. Yes, he does. He wants that, and that ain't them. That ain't them. That ain't them. Then it isn't me. When the enemy comes and says, you know good, you know those people talking about you over there. Listen, this is how he talks. This is how he talks. And I'm going to expose it for what it is. And it doesn't matter if I had a bad week. I'll have another good week another day. It's all right. I'm telling you, especially if you're coming into your destiny. He's going to come after the things. Like, I literally was like, I really do think I'm supposed to work with children's. Like, I finally came to this conclusion. It only took 46 years to do it. And that doesn't mean you're the perfect sauce person. That isn't what it's about, okay? But when you start to realize this is what God has for me, this is what he wants for me, there's two things going on. So then all of a sudden, when things come at you trying to push you back, you got to see that, girls and boys. That is resistance. He is resisting you because he knows your destiny, even if you don't know the full scope of it. And right now in our society, we need people standing up, and we need people saying the word of God and what the truth is. Okay? So the last thing I'm going to leave you with, if you going through something, like I just said in 2 Peter 5:9, like literally everybody's going through something, right? Okay. So I'm going to take you to Romans 8:28, one of our favorite verses at this household. Because every time we go through something, it's like, it's going to work out. I don't know when it's going to work out. And listen, this isn't me saying I'm so positive sauce all the time. No. There have been many shower cries. There have been shower cries that have gone down in my body. Shower cries. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. Maybe men don't do that. I have not really even seen my man really cry that much. So I'm not sure how y'all process. But us women, you know who I'm talking about. We go in the shower to cry because we got children's, and we've got to be strong for the children's, right? We've got to be strong for the children, strong for the man, strong for the household. And we cry. And it is okay. I just want you to know it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry out to Jesus. He's right there. He's going to lift you up. He don't think so low of you as you think about yourself. He does not have. Listen, I know this in my own life as I put myself in a place of feeling like I have to obtain X, Y, Z, and he's just looking for, he ain't looking for X, Y, Z. He's looking for B. Okay? So here you go. This is what I'm going to leave you with. Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. For those God foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brothers and sisters. He's just looking for family. He's looking for family. And you know, if you got the families, you understand. We ain't perfect. And he wasn't looking for perfection. He was looking for family. He's adopted us, and he's going to work this out. So whatever you're going through right now, whatever's happening right now, he's going to work it out. He's going to work it out, and it's going to be all right. And you're not alone. Don't let that enemy tell you that you are, because you ain't. 2 Peter 5:9, you are not alone in this. I love you. God bless you. Next time it'll be more funny sauce, okay? Love you.